Parakesh Nochlin Daf Kuf Lamed Zayin sponsored the Refuah Shlema for Bava Basra Rivka. The Gemara states the dispute of Rabbi Yochanan Reish Lakish if a kinyan peiros is tantamount to a kinyan aguf is in fact the machlokas tanoim. They dispute the case of nechasei lecha v'acharecha liploni. My estate is yours, and after you transfers to so and so. Rebbe holds the first beneficiary has rights to sell or consume the produce throughout his lifetime. However, he cannot sell the land. In the event of a sale, the second beneficiary can extract it from the purchaser. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel holds the first beneficiary has rights to sell. A kinyan peiros is tantamount to a kinyan aguf. Lichatchila, he should not sell to conform to the donor's stipulation, allow it to pass to the second beneficiary. However, b'diavad the sale stands, he did nothing illegal. Abaye refers to one who advises a beneficiary to sell as a Rasha Arum, an evil person who advises improperly for no personal gain, cunning because the sale is effective. Rabbi Yochanan decided the halacha in favor of Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel. However, even he agrees, if the first beneficiary conveyed the gift as a shchimera, it is to no avail. The reason: the second beneficiary acquires before the shchimera's recipient. When the donor stated acharecha liploni, his intent was the second beneficiary should acquire when the first can no longer benefit, the moment of his death. His estate is no longer his, consequently he has no interest to delay the second beneficiary's acquisition. On the other hand, a shchimera owns his estate, not conveying until after his death. The proof: one who says to his wife, "Hareza gita chimati," this is your get if I die, the get is invalid. His intent is to release her to remarry only after his death, when he no longer can divorce her. Similarly, one does not relinquish the gift until after his death. The Gemara later mentions another exception to Rabbi Shimon Gamliel's ruling. If the donor stipulated it returned to him after the beneficiary's death, even Rabbi Shimon Gamliel agrees his rights are limited to its produce. Question: does Rabbi Shimon Gamliel hold the first beneficiary has full rights even where he violates a prohibition or forbids its benefit? For example, number one, the donor gave them Canaanite slaves. He freed them in violation of the verse, Le'olam bahem tavodu, work with them forever. Number two, he manufactured shrouds forbidden for any other use. Although it can be argued that the donor did not intend him to use it for such purposes, the Gemara informs us his rights are unrestricted. The Gemara discusses the law of esrog acharecha liploni, conveying an esrog. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel and Rebbe agree the first beneficiary can fulfill his mitzvah of taking the lulav and esrog. Rebbe holds, although classified as usufruct, unlike land that produces yearly, an esrog produces nothing and must remain intact for the second beneficiary. The only purpose of the gift could be to fulfill the mitzvah. Therefore, the dispute is only where he sold or consumed it. Rebbe holds the sale is limited, and if he consumed the esrog, he must compensate the second beneficiary. Whereas Rabbi Shimon Gamliel holds, l'chatchila, he should use it only for the mitzvah to honor the wishes of his benefactor. However, after the fact, the sale or consumption stands. The Gemara digresses to define the requirement of lachem. The esrog must belong to the one performing the mitzvah. Number one, brothers purchased an esrog b'tfusas yad, with money from the estate before its division. One brother used it for the mitzvah. Rabbi Baravuna held he fulfilled his obligation only if he could have consumed it without the brother's protest, and the estate owns other esrogim. If not, they are partners in the esrog and eligible for the mitzvah. Two, one who conveys an esrog to another as a matana al manas lahachzir, a gift to be returned, fulfills his obligation after returning it retroactively. The Gemara discusses one who gifted an ox temporarily, stipulating on the condition you return it and the beneficiary consecrated it. Rav Ashi distinguished between the donor stating on the condition you return it or on the condition you return it to me. If he stated the latter, it is not returned consecrated. If you're enjoying Daf 5, please click on the link below become a sponsor and subscribe. If you have any friends, please ask them to join as well. Thank you.